Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. So, a black restaurant owner says he tried assisting a white patron or supporter in distress, and the police ended up arresting him. Now, this happened in the heart of Harlem at a popular restaurant, and the owner's name is Clyde Pemberton, who, along with two of his employees, sued the New York Police Department last week in Manhattan federal court for false arrest and violating his civil rights. His lawyers say the entire incident suggested racial bias and was an example of the kind of interactions with law enforcement that often strained the department's relationship with minority communities. And this report is by Jan Ransom, and I got it from the NewYorkTimes.com. And it's interesting because Mr. Pemberton saw three white women, right? Two of the white women were assaulting one white woman, and Mr. Pemberton goes over to try to see what's going on, right? To try to calm everything down, simmer down the situation, right? And one of the white women go to put hands on him, hit him, right? Then the other white woman hits one of his employees. So the police are called, right? Mr. Pemberton, nothing on the report says that Mr. Pemberton or his employees fought the women back, right? Nothing on the report says that they assaulted the white women, but yet the white women who assaulted the white woman, assaulted Mr. Pemberton, assaulted Mr. Pemberton's employee. When the police came, the police end up asking the white women what had happened, right? This is what typically happens. White police officers show up and they consult with the white people first, right? Because if you're white, you're right? If you're black, you're wrong, right? That's how their mind is programmed. Even though the black man is the owner of this particular establishment. And this is why, family, we need police in our communities who look like us, right? If you have a desire to protect and serve, then we need you on the police force, brothers. The police get paid from the taxpayers' dollars, from the people. So they shouldn't show up shooting first, asking questions later. A good investigation should be done. Not just you go over to the white woman, you get her perspective, you get her side of the situation, and then it's a wrap. Then you just go arrest Mr. Pemberton, arrest the co-worker. But this is day-to-day life in Black America, in the hells of North America, where we don't get equality. We shouldn't even expect it from these people. That's why we gotta try to get as far away from them as possible. It's not in their DNA. They have a 400-year plus track record assuring us they will not give us justice. So Mr. Pemberton them have filed the lawsuit, and they had over $11,000 in legal fees. And of course, they're going to try to get that back. Luckily, you know, these brothers are well off. You know, they have that capital to be able to afford an attorney, right? A lot of times when black people are dealing with these type of situations, a lot of times we don't even have the money. And oftentimes the attorneys are not willing to lend their services if you're not able to give them, you know, at least half of the fee of their services. So that's a blessing. But I mean, like I said, the police showed up. They went straight to the white women who were doing all the assaulting. You know? So if you haven't supported what Jay Morrison is doing with the Tulsa Real Estate Fund, support him, man. $500, get some shares. You know, brothers supposed to be investing in some land, real estate for our people. We also have an economic blueprint with the Nation of Islam, headed by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. Economicblueprint.org. It has over $1 million in it. It's going to be utilized to purchase land as well. It's time for us to become a free and independent people where we get our own land, our own sovereign land, and we exclusively spend money with each other, right? Because we know that the dollar only circulates in our communities, if I'm not mistaken, for a few hours, and then lo, it is out of our hands into the hands of other ethnicities, making them wealthy. Then they take that capital that we spend with them and they venture out, they move out into the suburbs, right? And the inner cities of America are left in a decrepit state, right? Because all of the tax dollars are going out to the suburbs. All of the businesses are investing in the suburbs because they see that's where the capital is, that's where people are spending money, so that's where their best interest is, right? So we have to become wise as a people. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm signing off. Peace.